Previously on Trails for Daybreak 2, Elroy Harwood invited the party to Nemeth Island for some kind of evil plan. He also leaked information to Lure and other groups, resulting in almost every relevant faction showing up. Fortunately, Harwood had yet to make any moves, so everyone relaxed and played at the beach. In the mandatory for SPG, the party escorted Director Lamb to the ruins near the hotel area, though Nina seemed to know something about the site. Okay, I managed to get the Grail Locket by getting the 100 hit chain. I did this by using Tyrant Storm art against the third boss of the Marchen Garten, the 8 Imperial Death mob. Since Tyrant Storm hits a lot of times, if it hits all 8 of them at once, you can easily get the 100 hit chain as long as 2 of the casts happen back to back. Also, I got Octuple Kill because I was lucky enough to get them all at the same time, so I also got the Celestial spell, but I almost never use it, but I might have to someday, who knows. Yeah, so I think I got like 200 hits due to sheer luck, actually. Rental car. This will allow me to increase 2 people's connect points, but they also, I think they only gain 10 each, as opposed to 20 with the boat. This was the rental car Teresa mentioned. Not bad, even shares a series with my baby girl. Awfully big of them to loan out to us. Now, let's see. Looks like I can take up to 2 other passengers with me. Might as well reach out to a couple people and have them tag along. Now, who should I invite? Okay, Zita and Marielle apparently need exactly 160 in order to get their accessories. So if I do this and then do their connect event and then give them their gift from the next chapter, this should get them all the way up without wasting a single point. Thank you very much for asking me to join. I feel as if we're about to embark on a grand venture. I'm surprised I was even on your list of potential invites. This will be a lot more efficient than walking from landmark to landmark. You two all nice and seated, and let's get this tour on the road.
Alright, let's punch it!
I really do appreciate you driving me around the island.
Oh, we can actually drive, huh? Back then we could drive motorcycles, but never an actual car, but... Oh no, I'm gonna crash! Ah!
Damn it!
They actually acknowledged you crashed too.
Oh, I wish I remembered to bring my swimsuit.
Do I get penalized for crashing too much?
Got a hill here. It's kinda bumpy.
Yeah, moves a bit faster than I thought. At least faster than Salja's van.
It sure is quiet around here.
Wait. Am I actually supposed to go for that tunnel? It looks so narrow. Man. These are always designed like 1 lane only. What if there's another person coming on the other side, huh?
Please keep your eyes on the road, okay?
Whoa. At least the monsters didn't spawn in, but I wonder if the truck would just run them over anyways. It's one of the most awkward mini games ever.
What a cute little pond. Want me to take a picture as a keepsake?
Brake in reverse. Whoa. Seriously, this isn't. I don't feel like I'm actually on a road meant for human cars. So can I circle around here? Oof.
These ruins must date back to ancient times. How fascinating.
I think we've seen just about everything.
Okay, now I have to get all the way back there, huh? All the way back to the start, if I can... I'm glad this thing doesn't actually have a health bar. I am doing such a bad job of driving.
Let's put the pedal to the metal.
Imagine if I just get a car crash here and then we just get a bad end scenario that forces a time leap all because I couldn't drive a freaking car.
That made for a nice drive.
Let's go for a ride again sometime.
From there, Van and his companions wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. Yeah, plus 10 each. That's statistically fine, I think. Yep. Going for the boat with each of them would be way less efficient if I'm just going to get 150 from other sources anyway. Okay, so this is parasailing. We're offering a parasailing experience for our guests to enjoy here. There's no better way to experience Nemeth Island's gorgeous vistas and windy seas in all their natural glory. Okay, go parasailing. We're currently offering a parasailing experience to our guests. It's an exhilarating two-person trip through the skies. Are you interested? Parasailing in a pair, huh? Maybe I should invite someone to join me. Let's see. Aaron is actually pretty low on points compared to some of the other party members right now. And also, he doesn't get... I don't think he has a connect event either. You've never been parasailing before, right? Yeah, I'm pumped to see how it stacks up for a primo party animal like me. Sounds like you already think you're too good for it. Quit yapping already and let's fly.
Hang on tight!
Sure. I'll kill some time with you.
Okay, we don't have to actually do anything here. No buttons to press. Just use the camera to look around.
Woo-hoo!
I bet this could work in Longport too.
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it?
Wonder if Harwood's spying on us right now, ready to throw a knife at this rope.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Wait, end the activity, so there's a time limit?
Good view.
There's no time limit for this? It could actually go on forever? Or will they just make a full round trip eventually? Maybe it'll give us a preview of some of the other areas. Some of the other combat zones in this island.
Man, that breeze feels awesome.
Change view and turbo are on the same button.
See how fast we can go.
You doing okay?
Okay, it does end eventually.
That was actually kind of fun.
From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. Aaron. Yeah. Pretty sick ride. Wouldn't completely pass the wheel of me. Hint, hint. A cruise around the resort. What a perfect little scenario. I have high hopes for this. You two all nice and see it? Then let's get this tour on the road.
All right, let's punch it.
I've always wanted my own personal escort.
Whoa. That turn is always tricky.
I'd kill for a chance to go surfing.
I can feel my heart racing already.
That looks like a good place to take a load off.
From there, Van and his companions wrapped up 10 points to each. At this point, I don't think Aaron is able to get points from any more of these activities, except for the one night. Okay. Renne. However, very kind of you to extend me an invitation. And this just seemed like a sort of thing you'd be used to. Well, soaring through the skies on Paramara was one thing. Doing so with a male companion is a first for me. The pressure's on me to be a good escort lad.
Hang on tight!
This'll be a nice change of pace.
Whew! Heck of a view! Holy... It's like we're walking on air.
Why is he acting like it's a new thing? He's already been through this course at least once.
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it? Woo-hoo!
My, what a splendid view. I really should have applied sunscreen. Oh well, too late for that. You can see all the way out to the horizon.
Trails beyond the horizon.
Very well.
Yeah, I'm kind of bulldozing through Daybreak 2 in preparation.
I can spot Agnes from here.
Yeah, if I try to do my normal alternate between two games schedule, I might not make it in time for Horizon coming out.
I can feel my stress melting away.
We were making 2 laps? No. Okay.
I had a wonderful time.
Durban and his companion wrapped their low light diversion and returned to what they were doing before. Okay. Okay, Swin, Nadia, since I will probably skip their event. Rev the engine. Me and us have a romantic road trip to make. If I didn't know better, I think you forgot that this is part of our reconnaissance. You two all nice and seated, then let's get this tour on the road.
All right, let's punch it.
I suppose I can take a load off.
Nothing like a drive along the coastline. Let's put the pedal to the metal.
Ooh, this is perfect picnicking weather.
I'm guessing it's deserted.
The moment Adios turns out the lights, I'm gonna hit the hay.
Oh, crap. I didn't scratch the paint job.
A watering hole. It's got a nice feel to it.
After we get our first house, we've totes gotta save up for a car. Hey, are you listening to me, S?
Oh, yeah. I guess it would make our work a lot easier.
That made for a nice drive.
Okay, from now on, we're going everywhere by car.
From there, Van and his companions wrapped up. Okay. Okay. Parasailing, huh? You ever been before? Not unless you count evacuating from an airship hurtling to the ground, no. It's always extremes with you, huh? There won't be any crashing on this trip, so take it easy and enjoy the ride.
Hang on tight!
Might as well enjoy myself. Ooh, this thing's a little shaky. I'm impressed that someone came up with this idea in the first place. The air's so clear up here. That's a nice view. The ocean sure is vast.
You doing okay?
Yeah, everything's worth trying at least once.
Okay, from there, Van's companion wrapped up. Okay, Okay, Nadia then. I mean, it could be okay if I brought Marquise Bear Mark II along? You mean your teddy bear? What for? I was thinking we could blow him up in the midair and ride the blast wave for an extra speed boost. Are you nuts? Hell no.
Let's take to the skies!
Woohoo!
Yeah, I don't think it'd be pretty embarrassing if we did a time leap while doing a connect activity.
It's like we're walking on air. Whew! Heck of a view!
Vacations are the best!
Woo-hoo! Holy... Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it?
Nothing beats this view! The ocean's so pretty!
How the heck did I hear reset all the way from up here?
Hey, us up here! Oh, the wind's way too strong! My hair's gonna get all messed up!
You doing okay?
Yeah, that was a ton of fun!
From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. They take a drive. Judith, Nina. What happened to your hair? I don't mind driving myself, but getting chauffeured around isn't bad either. I've been doing nothing but filming ever since we arrived. Sightseeing should make for a nice change of pace. You two all nice and seated? Then let's get this tour on the road.
All right, let's punch it.
Wonder what we'll end up seeing out here.
Yeah, I think I need to get 10 points for Nina so that she'll get 160 at the end.
Like a drive along the coastline.
Is that an abandoned church? It's so quiet. Oh, I'd love to come relax here once filming has wrapped.
Look, Nina! Don't you think this would make a great backdrop for a film?
Oh yes, I can definitely see that. We should tell Mr. Gotti and Mr. Lam about it later.
What would cost you Mira every time you crashed a car? That'd be crazy, huh? Take Agnes and Feri. This feels so fresh and exciting, even if it's far from the first time we've ridden together. Open-top cars usually remind me of shootouts, but this sounds a lot more fun. You two all nice and seated? Then let's get this tour on the road. Yeah, I think I missed a movie opportunity for
Please drive
Feri
safely, okay?
back then, so this might be necessary.
Damn it!
The weather is so nice.
Agnes, is that seriously your response to me crashing a car?
This island sure has a lot of places to see. It almost feels kind of lonely. Definitely wouldn't want to get caught in a pincer attack here, that's for sure. Wow, it's easy to tell this place has a long history.
I think we've seen just about everything.
Oh, right. I brought a little treat along for the ride. Here you go, Feri. Wow, a popsicle for me! Thanks a bunch, Agnes.
Okay, so you did have some dialogue together. But not everyone will have every combination accounted for, huh? Parasailing. My chest is pounding so hard I can hear it in my ears. Diving out of the sky and into the ocean is going to be so much fun. That's not how it works, actually. Promise me you won't go jumping off your seat when we're up there. Okay, I'll just sit still and relax with you then.
Hang on tight!
Oh yeah, I am so ready! The ocean is all shiny! It feels so good up here! Whee! Faster, faster!
Holy...
I'm like a bird!
It's like we're walking on air.
Oh, we should use these during air raids!
That was one hell of a ride!
I want to go again!
Does it feel like some characters' parasailing sessions last longer than others? I don't know. I feel like sometimes we make a little bit more than a full loop for some characters. From there, Grendel's companions wrapped up. And yeah, now I just gotta worry about connection events. Okay, Agnes Concern. Looks like Agnes has something she wants to talk about. Seems like it's got something to do with Renne. I should hear her out when I can spare a moment. Then the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. There, that takes care of the equipment. Hello, Albert. Sorry to bother you on your day off. Will you mind checking with Odette about those documents from our last meeting and transferring them my way? Much appreciated. There will be a souvenir with your name on it when I get back. I almost forgot. I need to send that vendor an orb mail. May as well take this opportunity to draft up a schedule for the guests of honor too. I see the problem. Do you think this plan will actually work? Depends on how well you play your cards. There you are, Renne. Hello, Van. Agnes, so what do I owe the pleasure? Well, we were just wondering if you'd like to come to the beach with us. It's not every day we get to spend time together at a resort, after all. Much as I appreciate the sentiment, I still have a few pending tasks on my plate. Perhaps I could make room for some afternoon tea. None of that work has to be finished right this second, does it? If it absolutely needs doing, I'd be happy to help later. But it'd mean a lot to me if you joined us. Oh, very well. I can afford to take a briefer. Then it's settled. Let's get changed and meet up over at the beach. Beach volleyball. It's been an age and a half. What, you got experience? At Michelin back in Crosswell, yes. I played with a family that I'm acquainted with. They had their little boy Cullen with them at the time, so I wouldn't consider it a serious bout. In fact, it almost feels as though Agnes proposed this idea in hopes of stoking that particular memory. Me? I was just thinking it'd be a nice way to unwind. She also figured you could channel all your stress in the game, you know, from leading the student council and all. I never said that. That's funny. I'd consider my work on this slimmer side compared to a certain part-time job of yours, Agnes. I even get to hold tea parties on a regular basis, complete with all the sweet treats I can stomach. Sweet treats? You already need an advisor? We already got you out in the stand, so there's no worming your way out of this. I suppose a bit of recreation won't hurt, but I'm getting changed and heading back right afterward. At any rate, unless you fancy trading off 1 versus 1, we're still a player short. And perhaps I could fill the gap. The golden butterfly. Hold the phone. I was thinking we could look around for the perfect fourth. And you found her. I know a good time when I see one. Plus, it isn't often that I have an opportunity to get the better of Renne. A bit early to be gloating. Have you even considered the possibility that you might lose? And here I was hoping to keep this simple. Hey, surprises are the spice of life, right? Now come on, let's split into teams. After taking into account each participant's general level of athleticism and experience with the sport, it was decided that Van and Renne would face off against Agnes and Lucrezia. Oh no, do I have to do button inputs? This isn't exactly how I thought we'd pair up. Oh, it seems well balanced to me, all things considered. Or are you saying you wish you'd been partnered with Mr. Arkwright instead? Sorry, Agnes, I didn't mean to steal him away from you. He isn't mine to begin with. Our plan's going a little off course, but no big deal. If we're going through with this, we might as well make a competition out of it. How about this? The losing team has to do any one thing the winning team says. Ooh, a little thrill to raise the stakes. I like it. The idea of having you and Renne at my whim is tantalizing indeed. I could say much the same in reverse, though I doubt it would teach you any lessons. That's I'm not sure if that's Agnes' idea of a reward. No need to worry for my sake, Ren. I don't plan on taking this game lightly. Oh, if you insist. Guess we'll just have to go all in out there, won't we, Van? Rein it back a bit, will ya? We can't let him beat us, Lucrezia. My, but aren't you eager? Shall we then? And so the beach volleyball match began. While lighthearted to start, things gradually heated up as the game progressed. Oh no, my angle was off! That was one hell of a spike. Impressive as ever, Retzi. It was my partner who set me up for success, not the liability you hoped she'd be, Oh, thanks for a save. Take this! So I just barely out of bounds, a pity. No worries, just shake it off. Whew, we're on track to win this set thanks to you, Lucrezia. I guess even Ren makes mistakes once in a while. Why, naturally, this may not be her first foray on the court, but she hasn't quite found her rhythm. I don't think we'll have such a smooth go of it from here on, though. What makes you say that? You'll see. Now on to the next serve. Agnes and Lucrezia proceeded to take the first set. The tide, however, began to shift in the second. Take the shot. How do you like this? Huh? I told you as much, no? Hey, it took a hot second for you to get in the groove. Now that I have a better feel for this, it's time to mount a comeback. It's like we're playing against a totally different person. There's a reason they call her a genius. Given the time, she can adapt to any situation or environment. I imagine she spent the first set observing me until she figured out my every move. So being a true genius goes beyond smarts alone. Ren's even more amazing than I already gave her credit for. That said... Oh, sorry, I was just thinking that I shouldn't place all the burden of winning on you. I'm going to dig deep and do my part too. That's the spirit, darling. From there, Ren, who was now at full strength, kept Lucrezia in check, allowing her and Van to take the second set. With that, the game carried on to the third. Here we go, last set out of 3. And I guess we'd better start brainstorming a penalty for them. You haven't won just yet. Let's make this one to remember, shall we?
There! Take this! Yeah!
Both teams played with intense fervor, neither side lighting up for a moment as the match entered its final phase. Eventually, everything came down to one final point. And then... this is it. What? Anya's? Whoops. We've been had. 15-14. The victory is ours. Is that an actual volleyball tactic, or did Agnes break the laws of physics to make it in time? So you had me fooled at the end there. I didn't even notice Agnes going for the spike. Especially when you'd been building your plays around Retzi the whole match. The young lady here thought that if I drew your attention, she could take you by surprise at the last minute. Though it was still a complete gamble as to whether or not I could actually pull it off. I just figured there was no way we could beat you two head-on. Hey, clearly impressed. Apparently working for a Spriggan has made you rather crafty. Well, the winners get to give the losers one command, so don't be shy, let's hear it. I'll do whatever you ask, so long as there isn't anything that'll hurt our friendship down the line. It was your strategy that won us the game. Why don't you do the honors for us both? I appreciate that. Here goes then. Ren, are you ready to divvy up more of your student council duties with the rest of us? Huh? You're always so preoccupied with getting everything done yourself. Yes, it's important to prepare for the upcoming festival, but even here on the island, you've been working remotely. Guilty as charged. I know you're a genius who can do whatever she sets her mind to. You tackle everything single-handedly, academic or otherwise. Even during that ordeal at Aramis, you were there but to back us up. But Odette, Albert, and I are members of the student council too. You don't have to shoulder it all on your own. Supporting you is what we're there for. So please, try to lean on us a little more, okay? Anya's. Now I see, so that's why you invited me out here to play volleyball with you. Can you blame her? It might just be a game, but she was hard-pressed getting you to take her seriously otherwise. The Golden Butterfly wasn't part of the plan, but it did make for a better match in the end. So now I wonder if you only squeezed yourself in because you knew what we were up to. Well, I haven't a clue what you mean. Heh. Thank you, all of you. Orders are orders. I promise to share more of my responsibilities with the rest of the student council from now on. Just don't change your tune when the work piles up to your ears. Oh, Renne, I wouldn't have it any other way. I really do need to look into what that old goat is plotting, though. After ensuring that Renne took some extra time to relax, Van and Agnes regrouped with the others and resumed their investigation.
Dear me, if I'm causing you to worry that much, Agnes, then I must be slipping. You and Van have my thanks. And I suppose Retzi does as well.
I've always wanted to help lift some of the burden from Ren's shoulders. I guess this goes to show that I've grown since I started working at Arkwright Solutions.
Okay. I'm not sure if I should keep this result. They always make it hard to choose. I don't know why I don't just make Infinite Connect points a DLC. Literally everyone would be buying it. Well, maybe not everyone, but I feel like a lot of people would if they just want to get everything done in one playthrough. Okay. Sink or swim. Catcher wants to practice swimming while we're here, and he asked me to help out. Rosette mentioned she wants to test her prosthetics in the ocean too, so might as well kill two birds with one stone, yeah? Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. Okay, all done with our warm-up stretches. You really caught me off guard asking for swimming lessons, though. There's gotta be better coaches to choose from. What can I say? I just thought you'd make for a good instructor. Researching with the professor has always kept me too wrapped up to even grace the service of this sort of thing. It'd be a useful skill to have in a pinch, so I'd really appreciate it if you could teach me. Fair enough. There have definitely been times in my line of work when it's literally sink or swim. In my rookie days, I was cornered by some guys who had it out for me. Wound up taking a dip in the sewage to get away. Man, that brings me back. I think that's an experience I can live without. Apologies for the wait, Mr. Arkwright, Mr. Salesian. Whoa. I do hope you can forgive my late arrival. Don't worry about it. You were going around taking everyone's drink orders, right? Always a considerate concierge. That's very kind of you to say. Is something the matter, Mr. Salesian? No, it's just you're so pretty, and... Forget I said that. Ahem, you wanted to test out your artificial body, right, Rosette? Yes, so more as a personal pursuit rather than part of my official duties. I learned the fundamentals of swimming as a part of my Marduk's motor function assessments. But I don't often have the privilege to exercise them in more natural environments, especially not an ocean so lovely as this. Well, what's the harm? You're probably designed to be seawater resistant anyway. Don't let me stop you either. I'll just be trying to pick up what I can from you in the meantime. I may not be the best example to follow, but don't hesitate to ask if you have need of me. So ready to get down to it? Sure thing. I know we're starting from the ground up, but I think you might have a knack for this. The way you extend yourself, your kicking technique, it all looks pretty balanced to me. You think so? I'm just flailing for my life, really. It's a little embarrassing having my hands held like this. I feel like I'm a child. Not to mention... something up? Cough, smart, not at all. It's just, I wish I was half as good as her. Whew, how far is your progress? About as well as it looks, I guess. You're practically a pro, though, Rosette. Yeah, you swim like such a natural. I wouldn't have guessed any part of you was prosthetic. I'm delighted to hear that. Evidently, I have no trouble operating under high salinity either. Mr. Salesian, from what I observed at a distance, you appear to be overly fixated on your leg movements. I suspect that your form will be much more stable if you focus on engaging your body as a whole. My body as a whole, huh? I never realized swimming was so involved. Well, damn, that little nugget of advice had more insight than about 100 of mine. My apologies, I didn't intend to speak out of turn. Perhaps I will try venturing out into deeper waters this time, if you'll excuse me. Hey, good to know she's having fun. Heck, she seems more in her element than usual. Nothing wrong with feasting your eyes, but stare any harder and they'll fall out of their sockets. It's not like that. At least not entirely. I was just impressed. Obviously, only she can know what it's like to be mostly prosthetic. But I still can't help wondering how much sheer effort it took for her to be able to swim so well. I get what you mean, but there's more to it than that. She had to go through all sorts of experiences in virtual space before getting that body. It must have been a long road, and all the while, she knew it wasn't going to be anything like the real deal. For better or worse, there's a gap between Resette's physical self and the person she is inside. I'll bet the reason she takes life by the horns is because she's constantly doing all she can to bridge that gap. Bridge the gap, huh? I was right to be impressed, then. Facing her circumstances head-on, enjoying herself along the way. I don't think I could ever. For what it's worth, most everybody feels this way about someone else. But before dwelling on what you don't have, why not build some confidence in who you are right now? And if you can't get it off your mind, then take that negativity and channel into motivating yourself instead. Man, yeah, you're right. I should take a page out of her book and... Hold on, I think something's wrong with Resette. Oh no! A malfunction? Cough, gasp. Crap, she's in trouble! Wait here, Katra, Hang in there, Resette. I'm coming. Hey, where are you? Oh, hell. Van Katra managed to rescue Resette and return her safely ashore. Thank you, both of you. Cough, sputter. I'm just glad you're okay. Wasn't expecting you to start drowning out there. Did your artificial body go haywire? It would appear that I was so engrossed in swimming that my output exceeded its limiters. My systems then temporarily shifted into an underclocked state in order to prevent an overload. Mortifying as it is to admit, I became a tad more carried away with myself than anticipated. You think? But hey, as long as it's nothing serious. I'm terribly sorry. Don't be. In fact, I'm kind of jealous. You accept your body for what it is and push yourself to be the best you can be regardless. There's something incredible about that. Mr. Legion. On the contrary, I believe you are the incredible one. Despite being only a novice at swimming, you rushed out to my aid without a second thought. That's proof you're always maturing, every second of the day, this very moment included. I envy you for it. No matter how they enhance my body's performance, that sort of growth is difficult for me. Oh. Now you mention it, how did I manage to swim all of a sudden? I think that's what they call an adrenaline rush. Plus, you probably picked up a few tricks watching Resette. You had me on pins and needles for a sec, though. Was starting to think I'd have to haul both of you back. Kind of like riding a bike. Even if you might have the motor skills to ride a bike, you're not sure you can until you actually try to do it. Still, you leapt into action to save a friend. You ask me, that's something to be proud of. Yeah, I guess I could stand to have a little more self-esteem. Thanks, man. You too, Resette. Afterward, Katra helped Resette adjust the limiter control settings for her prosthetic parts. They then enjoyed their time in the water a while longer before returning to the reconnaissance of the island. I need to put some serious thought into who I want to be. Then someday I'll be able to hold my head up high in front of the others.
Perhaps I overextended myself this time, but be that as it may, I was able to attain a new experience. And for that, I have you to thank, Mr. Arkwright.
I feel a lot more confident now. Thank you. And, I'd really like it if you could teach me more things in the future.
Will future Connect events change if I skip prior ones? I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about that. I'm sure they'd give me a quick recap about what happened if I did skip them, but still, it's kind of worrying. Okay, Rare Quarrel. They're hanging pretty well, but I can tell something is going on between Swin and Nadia. Pretty rare for those two not to get along. I should probably keep an eye on them. The random group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time themselves. How could you even suggest that, S? Just thinking about it. Logically, splitting up would be the most efficient way to comb the island. Besides, you were the one who said we should do some reconnaissance. Well, sure, but that was just a code word for date. Not happening. You realize we aren't actually out here on vacation, right? Of course I do. All I'm asking for is a technical break. Most people call that goofing off, something you already do in 90% of 90% of the time. Oh boy, things are even pricklier than I thought. Spoiled as Nadia may be, Swin could definitely stand to relax a bit. Though I get that's a tall order after everything that happened at Aramis Academy. Oh, so that's how you want to play it. When you swap out your heart for... out your heart for... wait, what? When you swap out your heart for a sack of rocks. Yeah, I think the out was used too many times there. That's weird. Where are you going to grow up for once? Alright, you two, enough bickering. Van, perfect timing. Teach us here a thing or two about how to treat a lady, will ya? He can try, but the only thing that needs straightening out here is your lazy attitude. This goes for both of you. Quit making us think about doing reconnaissance out in the open. It's not a lot, but there's still other tourists here. Or do you forget that brigand work is supposed to be kept on the down low? Look, I get it. Vacations and arguments go hand in hand. Everything you've been bottling up is liable to boil over. But having a grown-up chew you out for it ain't gonna do much to bury the hatchet, right? Meaning? You have a better suggestion. We're at a resort. If you've got to score a cell, might as well do it with some flair. Though there are no plans for a second, annual Arkwright Solutions Water Gun fight commence. On the boys team we have Mr. Wei, Mr. Salesian, and their captain, Mr. Abel. On the girls team we have Miss Claudel, Miss al-fayed, and their captain, Miss Rain. Each team is also represented by their respective coaches, Mr. Arkwright and Miss Lancer. Judge Theo and myself will be serving as referees. Why are we doing this again? Won't say no to a good time, but third wheeling for couple therapy isn't my idea of fun. What can I say? I haven't been this livid with her in who knows how long. I heard you two are fighting, Nadia. Is everything okay? Is everyone okay? That's gonna drop into a dish for all I care. I don't know what this is about, but it should make for some good group combat training. Me and Judith will keep an eye out and handle any injuries, so go at it as rough as you want. Oh, and just to add some incentive, the coach of the losing team has to buy everyone shaved ice afterward. You never told me that. Not that I mind or anything. Let's have a fair fight out there, guys. Just try not to hurt yourselves. A reminder of the rules. You can be hit up to 3 times before you're eliminated. Whichever team eliminates all members of the opposing team wins. Judge Theo, the coaches, and myself will provide impartial verdicts on what constitutes a hit. I will now give the starting signal. If you could all take your positions. I'm coming for you, Gehenna. Have no fury like a maiden scorned. You've been pampered long enough, Nadia. Time to take the kitty gloves off and teach you a lesson. On your marks, get set, go! Sick 'em, Feri. First mover advantage. I'm going in. When is she? Of course they'd send her. Got another one over here. Eek, so cold. Grr, I'll avenge you, Aggie. Look. All loping around had you losing your touch. Going stealth, huh? Oh, it's on, that's... We've got those chicks cornered. Just sit tight, Captain. Katra, take the other side. A pincer attack on it. It's a trap. Wait, it's a trap. What? Where'd it go? Right here. Does friendly fire count? What the? They saw us coming. All according to Nadia's plan. Bang. All party pooping has you losing your touch. I figured you'd switch your brain to tactical mode eventually. You bet your biffy I did. There's a lot more where that came from. Things only intensified from there, to the point where it seemed like more than just a game. As the showdown raged on, the boys capitalized on Swin's covert ambushes, while the girls relied on Nadia's ingenuity. Eventually, Agnes and Katra were eliminated, after which the battle sped up rapidly towards its climax. Ah! Feri's out! Crap. Aaron, you're out. Only one left on our team now. Nadia, Swin, hang in there, you two. The decisive moment is fast approaching. I can barely take the suspense. Who's going to come out on top? Let's do this. Hey, yes, I'm having a blast. Same, almost forgot how it felt. Too bad it won't last. Yeah, time to end this. Rah! Yeah! Mr. Abel and Miss Rain have both been struck. According to Judge Pio, the shots landed simultaneously. As neither team has any players remaining, the first annual Arcade Solutions War Gun fight ends in a draw. All out for a draw, huh? What's so funny, yes? Nothing, I'm just impressed is all. I didn't think you'd get so crafty in calculating over a friendly match. Look who's talking, Mr. Take No Prisoners Guerrilla Warfare. Guess you're a lot more childish inside than I thought. And you're just as childish all over as I've always known. You're already 15 going on 16 this year. It's time to start acting your... Here we go again. Some things never change. What were we fighting about in the first place, anyway? You know, I don't even remember. Thanks for this, man. I feel a lot better now. All I did was stand around and watch, but hey, glad to hear it. You're a world-class button sky fan, and you're not even fair about it. Yeah, hard to ignore the way you pushed us into an all-out war without getting your hands wet. I don't think we can call us even until you're as soaked to the bone as we are. That's a tempting idea. I'm inclined to agree. Yeah, I spent the whole time hoping you, Judith, and Rosette would hop in the fray. Maybe you grown-ups ought to take off the chaperone pants and pick up a blaster. Wait, you're dragging us into this too? Give me a break. How come y'all only set your differences aside when we're getting dogpiled? It seems it's time to pay the piper. Afterward, the older members of the group join in for a great big battle royale. They then revel in a long and hard-fought clash, with every one of them emerging drenched and covered in sand.
She's getting sillier by the second. Well, anyway, I guess there's no harm in going another round or two.
Now I'm on the same team as S. Prepare to meet a watery grave at the hands of our aquatic artillery.
Oh, it actually pushes them up to their the stat boost bonus of their connect ranks. Unfortunately, I am reloading that. Okay, Bell of the Blades. Jin called to tell me that Elaine and Shizuna are at each other's throats. Got a feeling this is going to be a huge pain in the ass, but I should probably look into it. Okay. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. I think it's about time you came clean, Divine Blade of Silver. Out of it, what exactly is Ikaruga up to, and why did you fight Van Longport? Geez, someone forgot to take their chill pill this morning. In my defense, I helped Van out in the end. Or wait, maybe that's what really got you all hot and barred. I can do this all day if I have to. The sooner you stop dodging my questions, the sooner you can be on your way. Actually, I have another idea. Perhaps you'll be in a more talkative mood if I bring you to your knees, Divine Blade. You're on. Let's let our swords do the talking. Whoa, hold it. Man, Gen 2. Whew, glad we made it in time. Look, this ain't the time or place for this. I get how you feel, but you gotta take it easy, alright? We can't have you pulling a Walter. Right now, we need to be figuring out what the owner of this place is after, so let's put aside the personal grudges, huh? It's not personal. No, you're right. I lost my cool. Darn, I was really looking forward to testing my mettle against the famous Beauty's Blade, too. Guess we'll take a rain check on that, but FYI, I'm ready to go anytime you are, especially now I'm all fired up. Trust me, I fully intend to take you up on that, and that may happen sooner than you might expect. The sparks are still flying. The guild already had her marked, but after that incident in Longport, I think Elaine hit a boiling point. To be fair, Shizuna ain't doing herself any favors with all that taunting. That gal's trouble with a capital T. I think I might have to step in. Oh, do you know some other way we can resolve this? Let me guess, you want to propose something that'll help us let off some steam without resorting to bloodshed. At least let me say it for myself. What do you mean? And did you just read Van's mind? Sure did, jealous? Ugh, knock it off, you two. I get that you two have an axe to grind, but there are ways to sell beef that don't involve cleaving each other in half. I've got a much safer solution in mind. Follow me, girls. Volleyball again, or is it a different competition? Alright, we're all set. Let's get this show on the road. I see. All these so far involve some kind of sport competition, huh? It's about all the blade babes. Beauty's blade versus the divine blade of silver. But instead of clashing steel, they're clashing wheels in a riveting bikini orbital bike race. Ugh. I feel so foolish. Why would you of all people suggest that we wear bikinis? Because it levels the playing field. You won't have the clothing air resistance excuse when I make you eat my dust. I also just thought having a little eye candy would attract a few more eyeballs. She knows how to draw a crowd, that's for sure. Guess that comes with the unclouded eye package. Will you please stop trying to rationalize this? Urgh. Hey, turn that frown upside down. You're gonna have a blast, I promise. Another swordsman I know likes to ride oral bikes sometimes, so I've taken them for a spin a few times to see what the big deal was. I've never done a full-blown race with them before. I'm pretty stoked for this. So you're completely enthralled with this ridiculous idea. Why am I not the least bit surprised? I get that swordsmanship's more your speed, but sometimes it's good to expand your horizons and give something else a whirl. Besides, you're getting to duke it out with the Divine Blade and see the island from a new point of view. You're killing two birds with one stone. Wait, but aren't some of the roads close? How are we actually going to have a proper track? And some of the tunnels are super narrow. Well, too narrow for a car, but maybe for a bike it'd be easier. Prince Reed's bunch and the Arc-Grid Solutions team are making sure roads are clear of any bystanders. So don't worry about putting on the brakes. You're clear to go hell-bent for lever. So not you two, Jen. Everyone's driving me up the wall here. Fine, if it's a race you want, then it's a race you'll get. I'll be running circles around you. Heh, we'll see about that. First one to finish 2 full laps around the island will be the winner. Alright, ladies, start your engines. Let's do this. On your marks, get set. Go! With that, the race between Elaine and Shizuna was off to a rumbling start. I'm very well in the lead. Now I just need to maintain it to the end. Yeah, not happening. Whoa, the Divine Blade slipped right past her. Holy smokes, how did she pull that off? That was amazing. I'll say, I didn't know an orbital bike could maneuver like that. That lady's talent is inhuman. Oh, I was careless. So what was that about riding circles around me? The race has only gotten started and it's already off-road, heating up. We're coming up on some rough terrain, so things might get dicey and bouncy. Keep those cameras at the ready, folks. There, I caught up. Let's see, maybe here. A shortcut? No way! Yes way, love me a good shortcut. The Divine Blade's using her unclouded eye to find the fastest routes on the track. Has Beauty's Blade got our match? This race is getting real spicy real fast. The only thing that'd make it better is if we got a happy accident. What do you think? Should we give the people what they want? What? No, are you crazy? The Silver Blade's still in the lead. One more lap to go. But now that they both know the shortcut, who's gonna win? As the second and final lap progressed, Elaine did everything she could to narrow the gap. However, Shizuna refused to give her a reach. Until the very last moment. Well, it's been fun, but I think I've got this race in the bag. Better luck next time. Huh? White Chief, you're off. Oh, shoot. She found a different shortcut? Holy crap, Beauty's Blade just pulled ahead out of nowhere. Wow, I wish I had fought to use that route. I was counting on you not making use of it. Now I believe victory is mine. And there we have it, folks. The winner is Beauty's Blade, Elena Claire. She sure showed us what an A-rank racer is made of. What's strange, I thought Shizuna's unclouded eye would have picked up on all possible shortcuts. Alright, that's a wrap. Maybe she let Elaine win. Hope you all enjoy the race. They put on one heck of a show, in more ways than one. Let's give it up for Elaine and Shizuna, everyone. Oh, I was this close to beating you. Then you had to pull that cheap little stunt at the last second. You must have got the idea to venture off the beaten path after I showed you up in the first lap. I was simply thinking on my feet, so to speak. You pulled the rug out from me, so I thought I'd return a favor. I bet everything was on last gambit. Well, major props. I guess your recent experiences in the capital really paid off. This just goes to show I have a long way to go. I better turn things up to 11. You realize the dial only goes up to 10, right? Anyway, I hope that helped clear the air between you and you two. You feeling better, Elaine? Yes, I am. I think I was a little too high-strung earlier. I recognize now that there are more pressing matters at hand. I shouldn't have let myself get so tunnel-visioned. Still, it's too bad we couldn't go toe-to-toe in an actual sword fight. But I'm sure we'll have other chances down the line. Right, and when that time comes, I promise I'll give it my all. Sorry, those girls just don't know when to quit. Well, at least they're not at each other's throats anymore. Yep, and I got a feast for the eyes out of the deal, so no complaints. Now I better get back to... Oh, I don't think you'll be going anywhere. Indeed, not until you've gotten some payback. Payback for what? What do you think? For making me race in this ridiculous outfit, not to mention all those tactless little comments you made. I'll have you know that was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done in my life. How about a three-person race this time? We'll go all out and make you eat dirt fair and square. Whoa, 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 hold up a sec. There's no way I can compete with you two. I don't think you're getting out of this one, pal. Hate to say it, but you had this one coming. Van was forced into a race against his will, where he was soundly trounced by Elaine and Shizuna, who had put their differences aside in the face of a common enemy.
I would have preferred a proper sword fight, but I still had a lot of fun in the end. Thanks, Van.
You got off easy this time, Van. Next time, I'll let my sword do the talking.
Okay. Alright, I'll keep that one. Okay, prospects of a princess. I tried contacting info with the princess, and now she's got in touch to ask for a favor. It sounds like she wants me to help her investigate something. Might as well hear her out, I guess. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time themselves. I apologize for summoning you on such short notice, Mr. Arkwright. Now, no trouble at all. Kinda surprised you'd come to me for a favor, though. Well, my brother did advise me to turn to you were I ever in a bind. Plus, after hearing so much about your skills as a spriggan, I've been eager to see them for myself. Yeah, I'll try not to disappoint then. Figures it'd be Sharid who put her up to this. You said you needed help gathering in data, right? Not too sure if I'm the right fit for that. But at least we got a professional on board. Reporting for duty, literally. Assisting you is a greater honor than I deserve, Your Highness. Plus, this can double as both magazine coverage and an exclusive interview with Zita as well. I can't guarantee how much material you'll be able to get out of someone as unseasoned as myself. But I would be most grateful if you could lend me your expertise in liaising and data collection in exchange. Oh, and I nearly forgot, Mr. Arkwright. I come bearing a gift from my home country. This is a baklava, one of our traditional treats. It's a pastry made of thin, layered sheets of dough flavored by a harmonious combination of savory pistachios and sweet syrup. Your brother and I have got some history together, so count me in, heart, body, and soul. Someone's looking eager. Heh, Sharid's advice worked like a charm. Allow me to explain the nature of the information I seek then. As part of the Principality of Alzheimer's tourism policy, we plan to build a resort on one of the remote islands in our territory. I would like to make the most of my time here on Namif Island to study this high-class resort from a variety of angles. That includes everything from facility maintenance and utilization of local resources to management, benefits, and personnel training. So in other words, you're staking out the competition. Oh, not at all. Think of this as a sheltered girl's personal efforts to study the ways of the world. To cite a notable point of interest, this villa is managed by a hotel group affiliated with Valis. So imagine there's a plethora of knowledge to be gained here. Oh, I get what's going on. You're the prince's little sis, alright. That explains things. Valis has become more of a threat to Elsheim recently. Only makes sense to check out their operations from Sem to Sem. Man, she's every bit as shrewd as her brother. With that covered, let's say we get started. Naturally, I hope to glean as much as I can from you two along the way as well. So please, feel free to let me know if you notice any shortcomings on my part. I'm not sure how comfortable I feel finger-wagging a princess. We'll try to toe the line as best we can. With that, Van Marielle accompanied Princess Zita around Namif Island to gather information. I see, cuisine certainly does provide a window into what makes the location unique. The pamphlet said you source some of your ingredients from the mainland. But any seafood, fruits, or other things that can be obtained on or near the island are guarded here instead. Yes, we strive to ensure that patrons are able to get a taste of the area, as it were. Locally grown, locally served. That's our creed. The idea is to provide our visitors with the full vacation experience. And what an excellent creed it is. Alzheimer would stand much to gain by following your example. I better jot this down. Will you mind if I use that little model for one of our headlines? The speech is simply marvelous. I dare say it even rivals Whitehaven back in my homeland. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about that. It's one of Alzheimer's most famous tourist sites. They say the sands are so white it's practically clear. Michelin even imported some of it to Crossbell to fill up its slice of the lakeside. Many consider Whitehaven to be the most beautiful beach in the world. It's an honor for ours to be mentioned in the same breath. We conduct thorough cleanup and beautification efforts on these shores daily, without exception. All of it is in service of the resort's ultimate goal, the comfort and pleasure of our guests. What a wonderful spirit of hospitality. You have my admiration. Damn, I didn't think you were serious about walking all this way. It'd be a shame to limit these magnificent ruins to nothing more than a scenic drive, wouldn't you say? It's my opinion that ancient sites such as this can only be truly taken in through an on-foot expedition. I'm the same when it comes to breaking a big story. Getting hands-on and seeing things with my own eye makes my articles that much more vivid. Yes, that's precisely what I mean. Or pardon me, everyone, but monsters are known to prowl this area on occasion, so if we could proceed back to... Gasp, we're already here! Oh great, stand back, ladies! Ooh, at last, a chance to see Mr. Arkwright in action. I can't miss a photo off like this. Give me your best side, Van. And so, despite some bumps along the way, the trio made their way across the island carrying material as they went. Toward the end, Teresa introduced them to one of the most coveted experiences on the island. Plus, Van, Marielle, and Zita borrow a yacht and sail just offshore. Ah, the breeze feels great out here. Whale watching, huh? This ought to be interesting. Just try not to drop your camera in the ocean. I won't. What do you think I am, a kid? After all the shots I snapped on our day out, I couldn't possibly leave my baby behind. Hopefully you're also saving them to the cloud. Whatever you say. I look forward to seeing the pictures later. So, Your Highness, we managed to cover all the stuff you wanted. Yes, this excursion has taught me a great deal. Creating travel destinations that cater to our visitors' needs will make our tourism industry more internationally competitive. In order to realize this, strategic management and healthy exchanges with our neighboring nations are imperative. Val seems to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of us in that regard. They certainly are a formidable adversary. Oh, forgive me, I have a bad habit of thinking aloud sometimes. Now I get where you're coming from. It's easy to see why Sharid puts so much faith in you. The way you tap into that natural curiosity of yours is to serve your homeland as a real asset. Well, as I've mentioned, there's still much about the world that I've yet to grasp. But just as there are some roles only my brother can fulfill, the same could be said for myself. It is with this simple fact in mind that I do all in my power to support him in our princedom. Oh wow, that hits pretty deep, Your Highness. Now I'm extra pumped to spot myself a whale. It'll strike a real chord with our ears if I can include in my piece on Nemeth Island. I'm sure it would. To my understanding, they can be rather difficult to come across. They ain't called phantom whales for nothing. From what I hear, the water's been keeping them away for months. I guess we'll just have to bank on your luck driving one of them our way. Huh? My luck? Who else would I be talking about? How many times have you tumbled headfirst into danger only to roll out the other side unscathed? Is it truly so common? Oh, it's a miracle I'm still in one piece. Honestly, I'd call it more of a curse than any. You okay? Oh, sorry, this just reminds me of something Dingo told me back when we were working together. Hey, your luck is a gift most reporters would give for anything for. But in our line of work, what matters most is building up a foundation that doesn't rely on chance. Don't count on making it big off one scoop. Instead, train your senses one step at a time. That way, down the line, you'll have the tools to close the gaps on whatever it is you really want. He said all that, huh? I've heard of the man, albeit only through hearsay. That must be a very precious memory to you. It is. All of his little words of wisdom made me who I am today. I just hope I've managed to get a little closer to being the kind of person he was. Hey, you know as well as I do that you've got a long ways to go. Tell me about it, but that won't stop me from soldiering on. Just you wait, Dingo. I'll get there someday, no flukes required. Sooner or later, I'm gonna catch up to you. Whoa! Did you get a good shot? Holy! Was that a fan whale just now? Such grandeur, such majesty, what a positively phenomenal sight. Well, Miss Aime, did you manage to capture it on film? Darn, I think I was so flabbergasted that... No, wait, I actually did get it. Once again, the devil's own luck. Or the luck of all the devils combined because there are so many of them. I must have accidentally pressed a button. Wow, the composition is perfect. It's totally in focus too. Way to go, me. If only my crit rate on every character was that high. So much for not relying on luck. Oh, come on, no need to rain my parade. What? Looks like the Wheel of Fortune's turning the other way this time. You mean to say the engine is out of order? It wasn't my fault, I swear. More importantly, how are we supposed to get back to shore? We can call someone to... maybe... The spot is out of comms range, so we'll just have to wait for somebody to come save us. You're joking. No, in a certain sense, setbacks like these are what make traveling such a thrill. Nadia, having realized something was amiss, flew the Harvatat out to rescue the group soon after. Zita and Marielle then returned to Nemeth Island feeling strangely uplifted.
You're always helping me out, so I promise I'll pay you back 100-fold. I've got to return the favor for all the times you gave me advice in the past.
I'm happy to have gotten to know you a little better, Van. If you would be so kind, I would be pleased if you looked after my brother and Nadia in the future.
Okay, Van's defense went up. Van's strength went up. Yeah, since they're not SCLM, they just give the stat boost way faster than all the other characters I can get connected points with, huh? Okay, call it a day to move on to nighttime events. Van's group returned to the villa and shared what they learned with the others while on break. So in other words, we've yet to find any leads, surefire or not. Yeah, and we went over this place with a fine-tooth comb. That all said, something about this place just stinks. I just haven't sniffed out the source of the stench yet. It's definitely odd that our elusive owner invited us all here only to never show his face. Well, it's not like we're in any rush to meet him. I can't imagine he invited us here just to give us a relaxing vacation. Doubtful, he's definitely hatching up a plot, and nothing good ever comes from that. Then that's all the more reason to stay on the alert. Ugh, I just want to let loose and shoot the shit, man. Is that too much to ask? It'd be a good idea to think about how we want to spend our time from tomorrow on. Oh, another airliner's coming in. I believe that's the last flight scheduled for today. Considering we're in off-season right now, I doubt there are many passengers on board. Hold the phone, is that who I think it is? That's one of Marduk's airships. No way. Wait a minute, looks like who's on the deck of that boat? Damn, you united even more people than we thought. Oh wait, no, some of the Ikaruga people show up later.
Thanks for the help, Kurogane. Everything work out okay?
Yes. I've already made contact with our main unit. Also, I have a message from the matron.
What a dull-ass hunk of rock. Why in hell's name would he hole up here?
Perhaps this is merely a misdirection on his part.
Qasim!
Even those Dominions tagged along. Didn't think we'd be running into each other again so soon.
So you came, as I anticipated.
I assume you were drawn here because of that intel.
I'm only here because of the risk management AI's assessment. The general manager requested I fly to this island post-haste. I believe the others are here to assess the threat as well.
Sure as hell didn't expect to find you guys here.
The same goes for the vice captain. Who would have thought we'd be sitting shoulder to shoulder on the heels of that dreadful little squabble?
I have no quarrel with you at present. There's a time and a place for grudges.
That's our line, bucko.
Oh, so these are the people they were telling us about. Sounds like everyone has their own reasons for being here.
They're probably after the fragments or the island's owner.
I'm surprised some of them would even dare to show their faces here, though.
Oh, shit! Damn Spriggan and his brats are here! The hell's going on?
Why didn't the text get printed all the way? And also, Haley's here too?
The chaos in Longport tapered off much sooner than I predicted. I suppose we have the Liu family to thank for that.
So, you bastard! Stay your tongue, boy. Neither words nor action can change what's past. Save your breath, and spare us your misplaced ire.
Calm down. Don't let him get to you.
It looks like the prominent players have arrived.
Gathering us all here was likely part of the owner's plan.
Only Adios knows why, though. Unless those two know something we don't.
Hell no. There ain't a man in all of Zemuria who knows what goes on in that crazy bastard's head.
However, he did say you would likely be here. At least now we can finally settle matters between us.
We'll just see how things play out. Either way, this will make for quite the interesting little vacation.
Afterwards, the courtesy car drivers took the newest arrivals back to the villa. However, there were now more guests than there were rooms. After talking things over with the manager, Katra agreed to room with Esmeralda, and Judith shared a room with Nina. Phew, that sure was a hassle, but I think we finally got it all sorted out. Still can't believe we had that many people show up all at once. Maybe it's another death game, similar to what Almata did? Just what the hell is that nutjob up to? Guess mulling over it now won't really solve anything. If he's gonna make a move, he'll do it tomorrow. We can work out what our next play is in the morning. Something definitely smells off though. Maybe I should take another look around the island before hitting the sack. Okay, I don't think I have to worry about... Oh no, I might have missed some shard tokens, actually. I might have missed them from the daytime. Should probably do something about that, eventually. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Trails through Daybreak 2. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit that bell icon.